This year has been a blur and we're getting very close to the holiday season. And that means we need to help you guys plan what to cook during this time. So 2022 was actually pretty nuts in terms of content. Food content has absolutely exploded once more, but mostly through verticals and shorts, which tend to kind of really make food look simple, but complicated at the same time in terms of having way too many ingredients, just because it looks cool on camera to have so many ingredients happening with lots of noise and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when you're cooking at home, it should be efficient, it should be easy, and it should be tasty. So today I want to show you 3 of my favorite creamy pastas. As Filipinos, we love creamy sauces. So these are the ones that I make at home, which use very few ingredients, which will get you in and out of the kitchen really quickly and just sitting down and enjoying a really great meal with your friends and family. This is actually one that I make quite a lot at home. I just love making pastas with sausages because sausages already carry so much flavor. So if you're looking for a quick dish to put together using a sausage, I'm using some garlic longanisa here. You could use some sweeter ones if you have that sweet tooth. And with a tomato cream sauce, it works really well. So for this recipe, I decided to use Ideal Gourmet spaghetti just because it's a dish that's similar to a bolognese in terms of the texture, and so I thought a spaghetti would just really balance out that texture and flavor, but just give us something really nice and comforting.
Always salt your water, wait for it to boil, and then cook your pasta. Chop up some parsley and garlic, fry off your naked longanisa. Add your garlic in once your fat is rendered out and cook for a few minutes. Add 1 can of crushed tomatoes, dried oregano, and dried marjoram. Wait for it to render out a little bit before adding some cream. Add your pasta straight from the boiling water. Finish with some Parmesan cheese and parsley.
Let's dig into this. You don't want something too heavy-handed with the sauce because that does carry lots of flavor. So just a nice coating like you see here is perfect. If you see this recipe written down on paper, you'll probably think that it's very heavy-handed, very kind of bold. But if you get your proportions right, it actually, for lack of a better term, just feels very light and fresh. I think just because there's so much garlic in there. This with garlic bread would be so good. Everyone loves a pesto, and I've seen creamy pesto done multiple times in various ways. We added some malunggay in there. You can also add some like toyo or something to replace like anchovies, and it could really work for this kind of dish. I decided to use the Ideal Gourmet angel hair because I wanted something really nice and fine because the sauce is quite light and delicate. And with angel hair, you don't want something that has too much chunk and body to it, or else the sauce might not really coat all the pasta that you want.
This is a really quick one. You can use a food processor or pestle and mortar. Add your basil and malunggay leaves in with some cashew nuts. Garlic, extra virgin olive oil, pecorino and Parmesan cheese. Slowly cook this down a little bit before adding your cheese and incorporating that well. Toss in your pasta with some cooking water.
Give this a taste. You really want to adjust the seasoning here in the pesto, but make sure not to make it too salty because you are adding lots of cheese to it as well right at the end. And if your pasta water is properly seasoned, then your noodles should have some really great flavor to them. This is so good. Vongole is probably one of the most ordered pasta dishes in the Italian restaurants in the Philippines. I see it all the time and absolutely everywhere. It's a very simple dish to make where you really rely on the natural flavor of clams for them to release their juice during the cooking, and then adding al dente pasta while it's cooking to absorb all that flavor. Now, because we're Filipino and because of the title of this video, we want to add cream to everything, and a creamy vongole makes a lot of sense to me. If you ask most Italians, they'll say to never add cheese to anything with seafood, and that I kind of agree, because sometimes seafood and cheese, it's a weird combination, but vongole, which is a white wine-based sauce with some clam juice with some cream, makes a lot of sense. For this, we're gonna be using the Ideal Gourmet Squid Ink Spaghetti. Not only does it look really good, it has some squid ink in there, so it has even more briny flavors, which I think would pair perfectly with the clams.
Toast some garlic in some olive oil. When toasted, add in some dry white wine and your clams. Cover to steam and open. Take out your clams and mix in your cream before tossing it with your spaghetti and some parsley.
The color of this pasta is always crazy inviting for me. Let's try this out. Fresh, briny. Honestly, when I eat this, I don't really look for the meat of the clam just because all that flavor is already in the spaghetti. Thanks for watching that video. Make sure to catch all the content that we've been posting that will hopefully help you through all your holiday needs. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. We're at FEATR Media. And I'll see everyone soon. Peace out.